and welcome to my video for the Exemplary Course Showcase for Spring 2019. The course that I am presenting this semester is the CSC 134 brand new hybrid section of this course. One of the things that I'd like to start off with is that I'll show the top of the course here in just a few minutes to show you the banner and everything. But when a student comes in on day one, I kind of wanted to give you an idea of what the welcome message looks like that students actually see on week one, and any information that is going to be relevant for that student. One of the things that I like to provide is any information from the college that is important for the students to know what is going on, not just what's going on in my class, but definitely what's going on in the college as well. Also, on the very first day, they have direct access to my schedule and all of my contact information, as well as an ADA compliant document, so that if they wanted to download this document and take it with them, there is that information as well. So one of the things that I like and I think that makes my course exemplary is the use of the announcements page. One of the things that you will find in each of my announcements for each week, as we're getting ready to cover a new unit, there will be a new announcement. And any examples that we have done in the classroom, because this is a hybrid class, immediately after the class I will post those examples so that the students have access to those. Any class notes that I feel is important that they need to be able to go back and look at, I also post those as well. And then again, one of the things that was pointed out in my feedback from last course Exemplary Showcase was the use of hyperlinks, and how those hyperlinks actually should not be shown because they make it with readers very hard to read the HTTP : /. So one of the things that I've done, any links to external content that is a hyperlink, I don't show the hyperlink anymore. It is a direct link with the content title as well. So as you can see, there have been a lot of announcements for this course as the semester has gone along. One of the things that I also do is that because it is a hybrid course, I provide videos of any of the material that we have covered, and to give them an idea and a resource that they can actually come back and look at. During this week, we learned external documentation with regards to taking an algorithm, creating an IPO chart, and then a flow chart, and then the actual program itself in C++. So I actually walked through each of those pieces of that development process and created a video for it. All the videos are closed captioned, as you will see.
So now we're going to calculate the average speed.
So that's an example of that. So again, one of the things that I think that makes my courses exemplary. I'm constantly posting information that is up to date with regards to what's going on the college, as you can see here, and all the way up to what we're doing next week, which is spring break. Now, another thing that I think that makes my courses exemplary is the fact that this information is always available. So we do have a direct link to the syllabus that's right here. One of the things that I do start the semester out with is a Getting Started module, and it's always up here at the top. And then after the census dates, I move that down here to the bottom so that the information is still available. It just goes to the course information link. And then we move the grades up because grades are very important to students. And then the weekly contents. So that's always right at the top of the navigation. Also, you'll see that there is a course schedule that the students can download. And again, all of this information, I feel students don't take the same click path to get to the information. So I like to make the information redundant in the course, and so students have multiple ways to get to that same information. Next, what we're going to do is we're going to take a look at my grade book. So I'm going to go into what is known as the student preview so that all of the student data is not available since this is a live course and we want to kind of keep those FERPA roles. And so what we can see is we can click right here on the grades. One of the things that the students always have is their current grade, and this is updated automatically with every assignment that they are that is graded. The other thing that students don't keep track of that I found that they were always asking was how many absences do I have? How many am I allowed? So this information is always available right here at the top of the grade book as well. Now, if we take a look at the other reason that I think is that makes my course exemplary is the use of course resources. I like to provide information to the students so that they have this direct information to what I think is going to help them be successful in the course. So we've got software that they might be able to use, syntax examples of anything that we might be working on. Currently, we're getting ready to work on loops next week, so there's some syntax examples on loops, and selection structures are what we're covering right now, so there's some syntax examples on selection structures. One of the things that I also like to provide is program samples. Right now we're on Unit 3, so students have access to this information, and they can actually download that information and see examples from previous semesters that we have done. Next, videos. I'm a big proponent of videos. As you see, I've created my own videos, and then I also have found these videos with regards to the topics that we are covering and make them available to the students as well. There are a lot of tutorial resources for the students that I like to provide. These are the best ones. And then again, any articles that we might be talking about. I feel that, students, I want to keep my students up to date on what's going on with the programming language, and so this was a great way to be able to share that information as well. We do use an e-text in this course, so I do provide them information. We actually have a mobile app that the students can download and have access to their textbook on their mobile devices. We do talk about the spring, the opt-out options and what the students need to do. So all of this information is actually available to the students on day one. So they never, so if they have that option and they want to opt out, they have all of the information and the procedure right there. Again, e-text technical support. So one of the things that I like to provide is, because this is a content provided by the publisher, I do provide them with support for the e-text, give them information on how to configure their browser as well, and then direct access to the e-book as for each of the chapters individually. Next, let's take a look at the weekly content. One of the things that I really like to do is provide this information and how it is set up. This week we're focusing on the program and exam number 2, which is on selection structures. I do give them an opportunity for extra credits, and it is information that is going to then make my course, it gives me the information that I need throughout the semester to enhance the course. And there's been examples of content and feedback that has come back that I've been able to implement immediately. One of the things that, because of the classroom that I'm in for this class, it's a very large classroom, students in the back of the room couldn't see the projector, so I worked with the director and we got a display unit for the back of the room, so students were very happy that I read their contents and their feedback and actually provided them a solution to not being able to see the board in the classroom, which in this course is very, very important. One of the things that I also do is, again, I give them an opportunity to do a review for the exam before the exam, and then I also provide them with the solution that I would be expecting if that were the exam. This is what they would expect as what I would do as the solution for that exam. All of the exams are based on a rubric, and so the review, I base it off the rubric as well, so they have an idea of what's going on and what I'm expecting for the exam grading criteria as well, and that gives them everything that they need to be successful on that exam. So next, let's go ahead and let's take a look at the gradebook. I'm going to come out of the student preview, and I want to show that my gradebook is set up, and we do use the information that's provided by Joel to ensure that. All right, next we're going to go into the column organization. One of the things that this course does use is a weighted gradebook based on the syllabus, and so let me download the syllabus here real quick. So I'm running out of time, and so we'll see that 10, 20, 10, 40, 20. So let's take a look at the gradebook and how it is managed. Information. So again, we'll see the programming exams are 40%. Everything is based off of that weighted gradebook in the syllabus as well. Okay, so I hope that you've enjoyed this video. I am super excited. I really valued the feedback from the last course, Exemplary Course Showcase submission, and I hope you see that those changes have been made and that this course is ready to rock and roll, and that it's a sample of an exemplary course. Thank you.